Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another super cutesy Valentine's Day project to share with you. This time it's another 3D project. This one was super simple to make, using mostly lawn fawn dies and my Cricut machine to do some foiling, which I have never successfully done before today. So here is my design space. I couldn't do a screen recording, I don't know if I can do that on the laptop or not, but I usually do them on my iPad, but you can't use the foil tool on the iPad yet, I don't think, unless I've missed that in an update. So I had to do all of that on my computer, and I just made a bunch of hearts and kept duplicating them, and I shrunk them down to the size that I wanted. And then I selected that I was going to use my foil tool with my Cricut, pop my piece of pink cardstock on my mat with my foil over the top, and then let my machine do the work. Now, I thought I had stuck my foil on the wrong way. You are meant to stick it color side up. Halfway through this I thought, oh no, I have ruined it, and then I thought I'll just let it do its thing. The foil's half ruined anyway, but turns out this is the right way to do it. I thought I had it right, and I'm glad I did, because I just find foil a bit tricky. It's so delicate, so temperamental. No matter how well I stick it down, it always seems to wriggle around, but in the end, this was the final result. So as you can see, I got a little bit on my mat. I don't think that's such a big drama, but it worked really well on my cardstock. Super happy with that result. Once I had removed my cardstock from the mat, I then used my second largest stitched rectangle die by Lawn Fawn and used it to cut the piece of cardstock. Here I am adding some double-sided tape to the edge of this. These boxes are surprisingly easy to put together, although, like I've said many times, I'm a super visual learner. I have a really hard time just looking at things and deciding how they're made, I guess. I really enjoy watching things made from start to finish. So when I found a really short video on Pinterest on how to make these, I suddenly worked out how to make them. I think it was just the way that they're folded without creases down the sides that was really just, I guess, messing with my eyes. I just couldn't work out how to do it. But all it takes is pinching the ends together, pretty much. Now, I did kind of do this in a spot that wasn't really ideal. The best way to do these is to not have the seam where it's joined at the back in the very center of the box. It's better if you put that off to the side, because with the way that I'm pinching this, that seam is going to run right along one of the edges. It does make it really difficult to keep it sealed. So as you can see, I've got that seam running down the back of this. But how easy was that? It was really not that difficult. And like I said, I had to find a quick Pinterest video on that. I just could not work out how to make them. Turns out if you search for sour cream container, that is what brings up all the results for those little boxes. Apparently it's got something to do with the fast food chain Wendy's, and they used to have sour cream in little containers that look like that. As an Aussie, our Wendy's is not somewhere where you would get chicken. It is somewhere that you get like milkshakes and ice cream from. So our Wendy's are very different, which I just found that was really funny. For Aussies, that container is the same shape as a Sunny Boy's ice block. And when you're an Aussie looking up things like that, you just don't get anywhere near as many results. So I'm really glad I know what to search for now. And I really hope that helps you too if you're looking for a box that shape. So as you can see, I've used some of the Lawn Fawn stitched conversation hearts. I've used some red cardstock with pink on the back to make those letters stand out, and I'm also using the special delivery stamp set. Today I'm using shades of red for this little lovebird, moving away from the yellow canary that I just seem to always gravitate towards, and I'm just very simply colouring this in with some Copics and some alcohol markers. Instead of leaving you with some music while I colour this in, I thought I would ask instead, what do you do for Valentine's Day? Do you celebrate it? Do you even enjoy Valentine's Day crafts? Do you make any? I'm really interested. My husband and I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. It's super close to my birthday. We've got 2 little kids, so we never get out on our own for dinner. I think the last time we actually had a date night was our wedding anniversary in September 2019. We didn't even get one last year. But I'm super curious and honestly mostly just nosy. Do you buy anything for someone special? Do you go out on a date? What do you do? Is it just another day for you like it is for us? Tell me in the comments below. As you can see here, I'm just adding a bunch of white details to this cute little birdie and to the little envelope. And now because I want him to hold this envelope under his beak and I don't have the matching dies for this set, I'm just using my craft knife to cut around his beak very carefully, just enough so I can slip this little envelope underneath. Using my inside out stitched scallop circle, I can never get the names right for these. There's so many outside in and inside out ones. Whichever this one is, I cut out some hot pink cardstock and I cut some tiny stitched hearts. I can't remember what set I grabbed these from, but they are also Lawn Fawn. It may have been the pop-up box. I'd have to double check my die stash. But here I am just adding these all together in a cute little overwhelming bunch just to make a decorative piece for the tiny little box. I used some foam squares to give this bird just a little bit of dimension because I didn't want everything to look so flat. I found this little wooden peg in my craft stash and I just popped some double-sided tape on it. If I had the energy, I would have used my hot glue gun for this step instead. But because it was getting late and I was running out of daylight, I just decided to use my double-sided tape for this. And adhered my little heart-filled embellishment onto the peg. And that is what I'm going to use to seal up this little box. This little box was so easy to make, and you can put tiny treats in it or little love notes. Whatever you think would be perfect for your Valentine. It was so much fun to make. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a couple more Valentine's Day things to share with you and some other themed cards coming up very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!